climbing over that wall. I remember, yes, I remember, yes, I remember it all. Swear the hype be too tall, so like September I fall down below. Now I know that the medicine be on call, yeah. When it's feeling like you hot enough to melt, yeah. Can't trust no one, can't even trust yourself, yeah. And I love you, I don't love nobody else, yeah. Tell them they can take that bullshit elsewhere. Self-care, I'm treating me
of Mosh's Live when we had guests on. It was fun. The problem with that is that now that I've switched to a morning stream, it's impossible to get guests on the show because most people are working or sleeping. The people that stream through the night, like my friend Wild Bill streams kind of all night, it's impossible to have him on because he needs to sleep. So they go to sleep after the long stretch, and most of the people are either streaming in the morning or working in the morning. So it's not like a night where either you're streaming or you're just chilling out watching a stream, you know. So it's a little more difficult to get people on in the morning. That is not to say that won't happen again. It will. But for now, we're going to switch the format to this sort of a review show, but looking into some different aspects of the channel / stream or whatever you want to call it. So that's here. We have a bunch of stuff for Wednesday. Wednesday will be an awesome show. Mosh's Tech will be sweet. We're going to take a look at the new panels. We're going to look at the new audio setup because I finally consolidated everything, I think, and we'll hear it. We won't hear it because I'm having a problem getting the alerts up on Internet Explorer. Doesn't matter. We'll figure that out another day. You will hear the alerts. I won't hear the alerts. We have some other cool stuff coming up. I spent a lot of time this past week because I was kind of incapacitated, just sort of rambling around on my laptop. I couldn't really focus on work, so I was doing some other stuff. We have some new opportunities coming up with this show and the Twitch bar, so that'll be exciting. And that's one of the few communities you can find below this screen that I represent and I'm a part of. I have some new code coming. We have some new. Oh, there's gonna be some really cool news on the YouTube. I may have finally found a video editor to do some of the YouTube compilation clip shows for me, which would be great. Just because I just don't have time. I'm out of time. The one thing I don't have is time. I need that the Thanos glove. Take care of all that shit. Okay, so new format of the show. Let's jump into that. The first episode's we'll get through it. We're gonna figure out a good format going forward. I wanted to have an overlay ready where we could do some rating system, but I can't do that quick enough on the fly. I'd have to be editing things over here and adding different pieces. I feel like I look dark. No, I guess I look natural, I guess. So let's give that a go. We'll so the first I basically asked for volunteers on the Discord. I asked for the volunteers in the subgroup on Discord. So if you're a part of that, you would have gotten a message asking for volunteers on who wanted to be the first sort of guinea pig for the show. Matthew volunteered, so he's the first guinea pig. If you'd like, there's a couple other people that were interested, so there might be a little bit of a queue. But if you jump on there and holler at me, I'll get you slotted in the list and we could do this. Basically, we're going to do this every Monday. Oh, and one thing I completely forgot. Should I go? Yeah, let me switch the screen real fast. And I could do it live. So let's go over here. And no, I'm not just sitting here watching myself. So one of the benefits about being a volunteer on this show for Mosh's Live is that you will... hang on a second. I want to change something. Let me see. Give me 1 second. I want to switch something. Okay, that should update shortly. So I have this new box at the bottom. You may have seen it before, but this is a new addition to the page called Certified Fantastic. Support these channels ASAP is the little note there. But basically, this is a list, and it's a new widget that you can add on through the Twitch API. So you can go to your Twitch extensions. You can add this as one of them. I really liked it. I first saw it on Banana's channel. That's why he's the #1 right here. These other beautiful people you see here are other founders of the bar. So basically what's going to happen is each week when I interview not really interview, but I review or we take a look through someone else's channel and their brand and their socials and statistics and all that kind of stuff, they're going to be added to the Certified Fantastic box. They'll be at the top for that week. So that gives people a little bit of an incentive to sort of allow me to sift through their stuff, you know, to kind of give me permission to do this. So you'll have the first spot here, which I will change somehow. I think I gotta hit this one, huh? Let me bring this over here and I'll do it on the side. Yeah. So I'm just gonna add one at the top, and we'll be good. Okay, yeah. So I drop one off the back, and then I'll add I am Mathier to the front. Right? Is that how that works? So if I update, should reconfigure I am Mathier. Okay, sweet. So now the top one each week will get a little bit of a shout out or promotion on the channel, just for kind of going through my garbage and dealing with it. It's basically how that's gonna work. So let's take a look right at it. So the person we're gonna look at this week is named I am Mathier. He's a friend of mine. He's a good friend of the channel. He's been a supporter for quite a while. So he's our guinea pig this week. So what we're gonna do is I have his VODs up here. I also have his live show up here. He's hosting Julia at the moment. So not to promote someone else on his channel or anything, but we'll just sort of take a look at the panels and things and give some feedback on that. And then we'll go look at some VODs and get an idea of what we're doing. If you are being reviewed on the show, or if you're watching the show and you have questions or comments on someone's style, I'm not looking for anything that's unconstructive. Any unconstructive feedback will be purged. So if you have ideas on hey, you know, maybe this could look better, or maybe, you know, I really like the way these panels look, but I maybe change this red to a green or something like that, then feel free to add them to the channel and we can talk about it. Or any questions on what you see in terms of how did that person get that on the page, that might be helpful as well. So the first thing I see here, so my monitor is what is this, 20? Sorry, hang on a second. I want to make sure my camera box looks right. Yeah, that's what I thought. Shit. One second. All right, all set. It's I kind of figured that was going to happen. I just ran out of time to fix it. Okay, so here's the deal. This is Math's panels. The first thing I want to check is this. I'm on a pretty large screen, so these things are laid out pretty nice. But if we start shrinking stuff, how does it reform? I don't really want to see or promote someone else's channel while we're looking at his channel. So you can see how these things sort of deform and reform as you resize the screen. That would happen on mobile or different resolutions or things like that. So actually we can slide all this stuff off to the side just so we can focus right on this channel. Okay. Okay, so basically here's what I would say. And I'm going to talk as though I'm talking to the owner of this channel, Mathier. So if he watches it back, he can hear everything. So here's what I would say first and foremost. I like that the text kind of fits in the style, his style of avatar and his style on his channel. So the font and everything is kind of, it's almost like a little bit of like Halloween sort of horror game type of scribble, but also it reminds me of like Norwegian like black metal where you can't really read the word, you know. I gotta find an example now. Just so I'm not crazy. Band names. Yeah, like Mayhem. Oh man, the text on these bands is so good, and they're all the same. Like that's the name of that's Mayhem written in crazy text. That's like every death metal or black metal band. That's it. It's so awesome. But that's what it reminds me of. And I like it. I think it fits the theme. So the first thing I would say to Meth is, yeah. So I would say ditch this second panel. Here's the reason why. And if you notice, I'm taking it from my screen a little bit too. So I have my schedule as number one. It's cool. You can place it wherever you want. I do like the about panel first. I have no problem with that. That looks fine. It gives your viewers an idea of kind of a quick hitter on who you are right away. That being said, no, I don't want to promote another channel. That being said, this panel of schedule is redundant to this one. Does that make sense? So you have, this is a full-time student, there might be a change, but we'll let you know in advance. I guess it's not redundant, but you're basically saying this is a schedule and then showing the schedule, you know? I would almost remove this panel and this text completely and just let the schedule panel talk for itself. Saves you a little real estate here, saves you a block, because, you know, when you add panels, there's different blocks you can do and they reorder themselves based on the order. If you remove that one, the schedule shifts closer to the left, and when you're on mobile it'll be like the second one that someone sees. So I like the about first. I have my schedule first. The about first also makes sense, so that sounds good. But when you have the schedule bar second, someone could load up the mobile, take a look at the panels, not see the schedule because that panel's blocking it. You know what I'm saying? Get that schedule out of there, just leave the time on there. I think is a good idea. Donation link. Let's actually check these out. Just want to make sure they're working. Discord is cool. I like that it's just the Discord button. There's no explanation on what Discord is. Like, hey, come join the community and be a part of the Cupcake Brigade, or or whatever it is. I like it being clean like this. I'm trying to think if this should also be clean or more explained. I don't know. I think I like it. Chat rules I like here. What I would say is that I believe someplace, where is that setting? There is a settings for your channel that you can, let me find it. Is that on the dashboard? So there's a way to add a blurb to your chat rules. Where the hell is that? Permissions, moderation. You can adjust how much moderation. No, new bucket. Permitted term. Affiliates. It's not an affiliate box, is it? No. I think that you're able to do it someplace, and I apologize for not being able to find it right away. Is it in settings and not that? Yes. So, okay. If you go to the top right, click on your name, there's a drop down, go to settings. On the channel and videos tab, I'm trying to see if there's anything on here that's going to be... No, I could show this. Okay. So this is mine. Teams, all that stuff. If you scroll down to chat rules, okay, you could see a box for you to put in whatever chat rules you want. You can actually take that chat rules panel right out of there, stick it in these chat rules, and then whenever someone comes to your page, there's a box that pops up. You guys have seen it in the chat area where you can basically take all this panel you see right here. This: be positive and helpful to other viewers, be respectful to moderators, don't self-promote, racism not allowed, religious political discussions, understand this is the internet, there's a lot of keyboard courage out there, but come on, we're all here to have fun. Do not spam links. Those are good rules. I would say grab all those, copy and paste, just like this, bam, copy and paste that, put them into here. Go to your settings, channel and videos, chat rules, bam, paste, save. That's it. Then you can come back to this panel. You can come back to your panel here and just delete this panel right out. It's not that this is a bad panel to have there, but it can be redundant. You could save real estate on your panels by doing that. So eliminate this. Put it down in that channel and video settings thing. Then whenever someone comes to chat, it's right there. They can't say, oh, well, I didn't scroll down and look at the panels to see the rules or whatever. No, in order to chat, you had to click OK. So you read them. Or it's assumed that you read them. You know, it's like a TOS. No one actually reads TOSs. But it's good. It's good coverage. So, and you can save real estate here. So you can eliminate the schedule one. You can eliminate the chat rules one. Stick the chat rules into that settings thing. Subscribe. Okay. Subscribe, I might actually do without. Now, I say that knowing that my panel, if you look right here, has a subscribe button as well, which does the same thing, except I describe a little bit on kind of what you get. I don't hate it. It's just another way to subscribe. They do have the green button at the top where you can sub. But this is pretty good. Twitter should take me right to Matt's Twitter page. It does. That's perfect. PC specs. I haven't seen this one. Oh, nice. Okay, I like this a little. I like this pretty well as well. So he put all of his parts for his PC into a part list. You can go check it out, and then you can kind of buy it from here. That's pretty interesting. I haven't seen it done that way before. How many extensions do you have? One, just one? You might be able to actually go in, add the Amazon gear list, put all the stuff in there. I don't know which is better. I do like the PC parts because they're all laid out. You don't have to scroll. You don't really have to scroll. You just load them up, and there's all the stuff that Meth uses. And you can buy it from there too. But if you use that Amazon gear list, that Wish or whatever it is, there's like an Amazon thing you can add. I'm sorry, I could look and see what it's called right here. It's called. Oh, I might have deleted it. I guess I don't see it at the moment. It's something like Amazon Gear List or Gearbox or something like that. And it basically you can add all of your gear on there, and it auto links to the places on Amazon that have that piece, so that if someone's interested in buying it, they just click on that, go there, and then you get a percentage. It's part of the Amazon associate program or affiliate program. It's not a big revenue maker, but since Amazon is basically the biggest retailer in the world, it makes more sense to probably do it like that because people are far more likely to buy from Amazon. It takes a little more setting up and upkeep, especially when you're changing stuff a lot. I used to have one on my page, but I switch my hardware so often that I have to keep updating this damn thing, and it's just not practical for me to do that, basically. I do like PC specs being here, though. I would almost say maybe it's better to list them out here so that people don't have to bring up another tab. I'm not sure about that. Fielder's choice. Green Man Gaming, official partner. I like it. I have the Humble Bundle one on my own page. But that should take me to an affiliate link for Meth. And, whatever I buy, you get some percentage of. I like that. I wish there was a way to promote only... hey, Bananas. How you doing, buddy? I wish there was a way to promote only, like, a special thing. So I know it's a nitpick, and there may be a way to do this. But if you look at my panels... If I go to my Humble store, right? So I have the Humble Partner thing. If I click on that, it takes me to the partner affiliated or whatever page. Oh, that might be actually mine. No, this is the one. So it gives me a list of here's all the games you can buy, and here's the discounts for someone that's looking for a new game, right? But I sort of wish that you could target the Humble extension or the Humble link closer to a specific game. Like if they had an extension on Twitch, you could say, you know how they call it their Humble Partner this week is horror, all this month is horror movie month or something for Humble purchases. Or I think last week there was one that was something like, like creative, like website building maybe or something like that, or Photoshop. I can't remember. It's something like content creation pack in the Humble store. I wish you could sort of have an easier way to select that instead of copying a new link and putting it in there and then associating with your affiliate thing, so you can promote a precise thing. I think people are way more likely to click on it if it's targeted to a specific sort of oh, Mac, thank you so much for the host, bud. A specific a package, a specific Humble bundle. Like you say, hey guys, this game I'm playing is really cool. Go grab it at the Humble store. Click on this. It'll take you right to that checkout screen, adds it to your cart for you. Something like that, Meth. Buddy. Hey, I'm looking at your page right now. And thank you so much for the sub, dude. 6 months. I'm sorry I don't have the alerts on right now. My new audio setup is preventing me from bringing up an alerts shout. I hope, and I'm going to watch the VOD back, but you guys let me know that you heard the Welcome Hero Squad or Welcome Back Hero I saw the bit one come up. Tell me if you heard Peso come up there, the audio for Peso. Because I don't have the alert up here, so I can't hear it, but I can see the alert come through. And thank you so much for those bits, Mac. It's fantastic. You guys are great. And thank you for the shout out. So, Meth, yeah, you can watch the VOD back to see anything that I missed before. But we're just sort of looking through the panels right now. Didn't hear a thing. I know why that is. Okay. Well, at least the alerts are coming up. I'll fix the sounds for tomorrow. So PC specs, I like it. Maybe switch to the Amazon thing. Green Man Gaming, I really like it, except I really wish they would just change the extension and have it so you can add a specific bundle. That'd be way better. Not something you can fix, man. YouTube, let's take a look. Link to the YouTube channel. It is a link to the YouTube channel. Add some content and it'll be all good. I wonder if there's one that is like a YouTube. Let's check extensions real quick. There's not. It'd be cool if well, actually, I know you can link the Twitter to put up your latest tweet in those boxes. I'm not really sure how I feel about that. Some people use them pretty well. But it'd be cool if every time you uploaded a YouTube video, it would update your panels, be like, check out my latest YouTube clip. There may be something like that, but that'd be kind of interesting. But as long as it's linked to your social media, I'm good with that. It may be, if you want to consolidate these panels even more to reduce some of these modules, and we already talked about maybe eliminating the schedule one and maybe eliminating the chat rules one, you could combine the socials together. That's what I do. It's not for everybody. I do like the separate panels. I like the look of them. But if you think it's like getting cumbersome, then I would do that. The only reason I say cumbersome is because when you're on mobile, and a lot of people browse on mobile, the panels come up in a long list, a straight list, right? They're not... You can't scroll to the side to see more panels. So there's not more than one. So if you have a bunch of huge panels and long text in a line, you're scrolling forever trying to look at all the information for the page. Is someone going to scroll that long? I'm sure there's analysis out there that says the more a browser or a user has to scroll to find what they want to see, the less likely they're going to keep looking at it. You know, something like that. I'm sure there's something like that. But it's possible that you consolidate these two, something like that, call it social, and then put the links in them or something. I don't know. I don't know what this one is. Music provided by No Copyright Sounds. That must be the audio that Meth plays on his channel. Must be covered by this so he doesn't get VOD muted, which is cool. VOD muting is an issue, especially if you want to make clips and things. It can be a nightmare. I've had a few times where I've made a clip and it's cut out like the end of my voice, or right before the clip it cut out the end part of one of my shows, and I couldn't really hear the message at the end, and it was really irritating. So I get that. I personally play whatever I want and just deal with a VOD mute. A way around it, if you're concerned about having recorded videos for YouTube or something, or making clips, you can just click the start record button the same time you click the start streaming button. It'll record the unedited or unmuted version of your stream for you to slice up later and put on YouTube and things. That's the panels. Is there anything I think you should add? I think everything looks pretty good. Different people have different things they like to put on. There's other people have different sponsorships and things. If you go to look at someone like the Docs, he's got like 50 on there, but half of them are freaking sponsors. There's I do like a clean... I will say this. I really, really like that all the panels are the same design. That's really important to me. It's a neuroses thing. So you'll see I have these same style. I had Lynn make these when she was redoing the stuff. It bothers me a little bit that the sponsor tags have to be different images and that they don't line up. But you don't have no idea how much it bothers me that these are offline. That this is up more than this one and they're not the same size and they're not on the same thing. It's really terrible. But... so and plus when you like we were talking about, when you resize it, it looks better. You know, I hate promoting someone else's channel while I'm looking at your channel, buddy. I'm sorry about that. I can't close off that. Actually, can I? No, there's no way to close off the video. Okay. But yeah, no, everything looks pretty good down here. Let's so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go bring up Sully Gnome. We're gonna take a look at some stats, as well as look at a VOD to get an idea of the show. I mean, I know, but we're going to do it sort of live. And we'll bring up a Sully Gnome stat stuff too. Okay, here's some past VODs. 3 hours, 3 hours, 2.5 hours. So really quick, you can see these times are a lot different. That's not necessarily bad because I believe you stream 2 days a week, right? You stream on the weekends. Wednesday and Saturday? And Monday. I feel like that's not what your thing said. Let me take a look. Monday and Saturday. Maybe just something special on a Wednesday there. And I see that when you're streaming at a kind of a lower number of days, you stream longer some days if you have more time, shorter. You know, everyone has different lengths of stream. I stream a variable time every day, so I get that. Let's check out the beginning. So the beginning is muted. Is that right? Nope. So we're gonna take a look at the intro from Math. I remember when you added this to your stream. I really liked it. The starting scene screen. I would ask if you had this custom made, or if this is a package like from Streamlabs OBS or something, because it's pretty sweet. Let me move forward in the VOD. It's a repeat song. Okay. Yeah, no, so the intro looks fine. Starting scene screen looks good. Let me go to something different. There we go. Let's see how we come in here. Okay. Oh, did I go too far? I think I did. Not far enough. Alright, let's wait for it to switch. So what do we have on the channel? Truth. Oh, okay. So shouting out Truth Eternal. Okay, I got you. He showed up 4 minutes in. That's good. The is that the Twitch Kittens bot that I see there? I think it is. So the TK bot is great. That's oh hey.
And we are back. How is everyone doing?
Pause that. I really like that. Whatever that winged creature was pretty cool. Is that a transition video? If so, it's pretty neat. I would. It was so quick. I don't want to skip anything out. Let me take another look at that. Should be coming up in just a second. Take a quick look. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. I haven't seen that before. Hey, I like that, man. That's I think it's weird because when I am lurking or tuning in, sometimes you don't catch the transitions because you may not often switch scenes a lot, especially if you're playing a game. But it's pretty neat. I like that a lot.
I've been busy. School.
So Twitch Kittens bot, cool. I assume it's set to shout out. Is it set to shout out everyone in Twitch Kittens? Twitch Kittens community member. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think that bot works for people. A lot of people. The you know, some people feel different about different bots, but I think it works. Let me see. What are we doing overlays wise? New donation, new follower. I like it. Inspect the deck. The best Wu-Tang member, man. I'm telling you. Those new headphones. I like those headphones. Let's see how the audio sounds.
You have the same headset? It's a good headset. I love this headset.
Oh, it's the Arctis, isn't it?
I like how these buttons sound like fireworks. It's like...
It looks like the Siberia Arctis. One of them. 5?
Baby, it's my firework.
So you're not using a the headset mic, as far as I can tell. Your green screen looks really good. Really good. Bleeding green screens are one of my biggest pet peeves. Ones that, if the light's not right behind me, if I see 7, okay, cool. Like if the light's not behind me and you see a discolored green screen, makes me nuts.
Oh, there it is. You're muted, just to let you know.
I was weird. You said you're muted, just so you know, and I thought you were talking to me for a minute. Okay. So the audio sounds really good.
You're good? That's good, man. That's good.
Yeah, your voice sounds super clear. What mic are you using? You have... Where's your panels? I just said, hey, we should put them on the Amazon list, and then I went away from it. You have... Using the head. It bugs me too. What mic are you using? It sounds good. It can't be the Arctis headset. It's got to be a standing mic. Did the 2020 or something like that? Or a Yeti?
Play match major points for
Blue Yeti. Okay, cool. Yeah, man. It sounds really good. I like that these overlays are, they have some transparency to them. Instead of a bar, he says, as you look below the screen and see my non-transparent bar. Actually, it is a little bit transparent. So that's
what's up. All right. Are you ready?
Yeah.
What does the dude do?
Oh, is this a 2-player game? Oh, I didn't realize. Okay, I thought... okay, gotcha. So, yeah, the audio sounds super good. The overlay looks good. What does this little gargoyle do? Is he like one of those pets that says hello if someone talks? Good morning, Mosh. Hi, Cake. How are you? Hopefully your Monday as well. Starting off a new week. I'm finally freaking back after everybody being sick for a week. I'm so excited. And we're taking a look at I Am Mathier's channel today for a new format on Mosh's Live. We're sort of reviewing some VOD stuff. This looks really good and sounds really freaking good, Math. Really good. I feel like it looks... I don't remember it sounding and looking this good. It looks awesome. I heard we were bathing in pre-URL. That's better than Nutella. It's a 6-player game. Oh, sweet. Okay. Good thing I'm terrified of sharks and I picked this VOD to watch. Ugh. Let me listen into a little gameplay here. Are you just sharks trying to eat the people? Is that what this game is, sharks eating people? Oh!
Oh, I missed him.
Damn. Looks like a big mountain. Oh, yeah, dude. I'm not a huge fan of water or sharks. And by huge fan, I mean I'm not going in no water that possibly has sharks. Audio levels sound really good, Math. Yeah. Game sound isn't too overpowering. Whoa. Just ate that dude up.
Oh man, you got me.
Oh, jeez.
Do you have jagged teeth on too?
No.
Oh, there's skills to the sharks. Okay. Yeah, the audio sounds awesome. Game sound is a really good level for your voice. I like that. The only thing... So, this is like a personal pet peeve for me. I don't like putting Discord on a stream. I think it works for you because you play a lot of multiplayer games. You play Dead by Daylight, you play this game. We'll check out your Selling Gnome to see what else. But, so you do a lot of multi-style games. And you and I have played Fortnite in the past. Yeah, I guess it's a personal pet peeve. It's not something that you need to change. I guess I don't like hearing other people in my stream because I can't I can't control the quality or content of their voice. You know what I mean? If they say nasty things or something like that, I have no control over that. So it's plus sometimes it overpowers and distracts from the show in general. That's sort of why I stopped streaming multiplayer games, actually. He says as he gets ready to play Black Ops 4 when it comes out. But usually I have either Discord routed to my headphones or I'll have the Discord really, really low. But your audio sounds excellent. Video looks good. What are you running? 72060? Yeah, it looks really good, man. Everything looks really good. I want to check out the alerts here. I have seen them a few times. I want to see if I can catch a clip of an alert here. Let me just see if I can jump forward a little bit and see if we can catch something. Those pistols don't work underwater, you crazy son of a bitch. Skip around. There's Ellie talking. Oh, wheel. Okay. 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 I would say, hang on a second, let me make sure. Points, 500 souls, mod for a day. I like it. What was the custom command? 100 souls. Oh yeah, someone even spills salt in the water. I'm not going in. Let me see. Why I'm handsome. What is Kerbo? Oh yeah, if someone's could have sworn I saw that game next to your name, but it might have been Blinder that I'm already on. It's okay. I can't set it where you can't hear Discord. Can't. Yeah, but don't do it if it's not your style. I think your style works for you for sure. Oh, punishment stream. Okay, I got you. So this is Twisted Tuesday. New emails. Check them in commands and games. Okay, this is part of the games. I have that same green screen. I have the Elgato one now, but I had the same one for a while. It's a really good green screen. Yeah, you need to have it set to another virtual output or something. Yeah, exactly, which is what I took some time to set up on mine, so I can basically mute it out if I want to. So here's one thing I would say about this. The giveaways, like the more stuff you add on it, the harder it is to read because the font, I think it automatically resizes on the Streamlabs giveaway wheel. If you remove some of those, I don't know if you can make the percentages bigger on the pie. I've never done a giveaway on those wheel things. But I couldn't really read the textures on there. If there's a way to enlarge that or maybe make it an offsetting color that's easier to read, like maybe black would be easier to read on those backgrounds. Might be handy. It doesn't really matter because when it stops, you'll announce what it is anyways. But just to give people a better idea of what's on the sheet. You need larger text. Yeah. And I mean, Ponies runs a wheel on his channel oftentimes as well. Yeah, the push of a button is either in the stream or just my headphones. Yeah. That's it's a good way to do it. I'm a fan of just putting all the Discord into my headphones. I do understand that now with my setup where Discord's running on this machine but split into a different route, that if I'm playing Black Ops and I need to talk to a friend, one-sided conversations are strange. So I would want the Discord to be in the channel, maybe just at a much lower level. I've seen it used really, really well where you can barely hear it. The only thing I don't like that is a little bit of a pet peeve is when people have their Discord on the stream, which is fine. But when the Discord is the same matching level as the host voice, that bothers me. Because like, if I come to your channel, I'm coming to watch you stream. I don't want to hear someone else talking over you that's louder than you. So if you basically take their volume and cut it to like half, so you can barely hear. You can just get a little hint of what the question was or something when you answer. I would suggest something like that. Just so you're still the focus of the voice. Let me go to another VOD. let's see something different. Oh, you're playing Black Ops. Let's take a look. So you hear the audio levels. It's not a silenced gun, so I'll hear it in a second. I assume. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. I want to. Oh no, that's the load screen.
Yeah, he went up this way.
Yeah, it's a good audio level for the game.
Be careful right over this hill.
Let me see if I can find a. Oh, you got a rocket launcher on your back. I'm trying to find a like a bit or a host or follower something alert. Your back screen kicks in. I like that. That's good. I see you always hosting and rating, so I don't have to. I mean, you know that stuff. That's kind of 101 streaming stuff. But you should probably always be doing that. Although I have noticed that my stream has been super dead lately when I get up in the morning before I start streaming. Because I went through my auto host list and took off people that either their content doesn't really match mine, or I don't really talk to these people, or something like that. Or people I added forever ago. So I reordered things on my auto host list quite a bit. So now I find myself on the offline screen when I wake up like, what? There's no one streaming? But I do host Wild Bill quite a bit, and he's been on vacation. And he streams at like the midnight to 3 or 6 a.m. time slot. So that's probably why. I'm trying to see recent videos. Where can I find a better representation of that? Let me go back to Batman and see if I can find something here. I saw Rione on the gargoyle name. I know this is probably not the most foolproof way to find a clip of it. What's this one? Hang on a second. I think I might have found something. Unless that's in the game. Was it in the game? Yeah, damn. I saw something in the middle of the screen. I thought maybe that was it. That's alright, I could catch that again. The Great Auto Host Purge. Yeah, exactly. Mosh, what are your thoughts on custom VOD covers instead of the default Twitch makes? Custom VOD covers. You mean like if you were to scroll down, like if I go to down here, it just displays like I am Methier and then social stuff on the screen, on this mini screen. I have no problem with that. I think it would be okay. Sometimes I like to take a little, I like that it gives you a little bit of a random feel here too, because sometimes like if it's a birthday stream or something and I'm looking through the VODs to find something like, oh, I haven't seen, Kakerin stream in a while. I want to check out like some kind of cool stream, and I'll be looking through like gameplay, and I'll see one that's like confetti or something on the screen, like, oh wait, what the hell is that? You know what I mean? It gives you like, it might draw the eye more than just having a wall of Kakerin's social media stuff in a block on every VOD thing. I think that's what you're talking about. That being said, my YouTube channel does have a thumbnail header for my playlist groups. So I have Lynn made those for me, and it's basically just like a cover that basically says, hey, this is Mosh's Live, the show, in all the episodes, and here's Mosh's Tech in all the episodes. And I have another one for clips. So I like those on YouTube. I don't know if I would like them on here. If you have an example, I'd love to take a look at that. Great auto host purge. Is that a glaze of Purell? I see on the screen. God damn it, Juicy. And yes, anything to protect myself. I've actually cut off half of my office, and it's like I'm in a bubble right now. It's like a hazmat room. I'm just kidding. We burnt everything in the house and then bought all new stuff. I mean the VOD, not the channel. Oh, you mean like if you click on the beginning, like it's the starting of the VOD starts with the screen that's like, this is a I am Methier channel or something like that? Yeah, okay. Yeah. That sounds fine to me. That sounds good. I wouldn't like that if the thumbnail that it clipped in the VODs just showed that same screen over and over and over again. That's the part I wouldn't like. But I like it on the actual VOD, the video of it, yeah. Yes, but only because TOS keeps you clean, can't hate on it. What about having me in a push-up bra as the thumbnail? Why are you giving away your secrets, Juice? Those are proprietary Juice ideas. Next, I'm going to see someone go on Twitter, post them in a push-up bra as a thumbnail on their videos, advertising, you know, so whatever. You know what I'm saying. Someone's going to steal your ideas, is what I'm saying. But the audio looks good. I'm still trying to find a little tiny piece of an alert. I've seen him before. I just don't want to, I'd like to show him on the show in the chat about him. That's a Jenny. What's that guy? Oh, Bits. I found one. Yes.
I'm getting you biddies.
Hawk? Wait.
Oh shit, I am. Fuck you, Ellie.
That was a joint stream with Rioni. Haha. Got it. I was like, that's not meth.
There's a way. I saw him do it and I should have been paying attention. You know what? I'll wait till the next one.
I want to say it one more time.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. It's festive and exciting. I also like whatever the image is in the middle kind of fits in with the whole theme. I don't know what the theme is, but it just feels the same to me. The gargoyle guy, the beginning, the starting screen in that one definitely seemed like they matched to me. But it seems like the same theme. I really like it. That's a cool design. Text the same. A+. I like it. Good job. There's some more bits there. Let's see if they get something else coming up. Bits. 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 So many bits. Bits. Yeah, bits. I hear you're going to play Just Dance. Yeah, yep, it's coming up. I've noticed that my older highlights disappeared. I thought they were permanent, but I guess I was wrong. I think they're 90 days or 60 days, something like that. What's up, Kenny? How you doing, man? I just 100% Spider-Man yesterday. Amazing game, extremely worth picking up. I was just saying to Ponies last night when he was playing. I couldn't hear him, but the game looks so good. Like, I know I got to get it. I just have a bunch of games I want to play right now that's... I would just get it and it would sit, you know? Oh, jeez. But it looks really good. Tons of people are... You know, I've literally heard nothing bad about it. The only thing I heard bad about it was that there could be more villains. Which is just like a critique of it. It's not even necessarily something bad. It's just, hey, you could do this better. I think I found something else here. What's this guy? Nope, that's the Batmobile. That's not an alert. Riddler's something. Riddler's something. Be right back screen. Okay, I really like the bits one. So you definitely have that covered. But everything sounds really good and looks really good, Meth. New follower, new donation. I guess maybe I might say, what about subs? Maybe I might say that. I think that the text that people show on the channel and the recent so-and-so, you know, I have the 3 different ones at the bottom here, but like I guess that's personal preference. I could totally see adding a sub one in here, just a little offset to the right, but the gargoyle is kind of there, I guess. See, in my opinion, followers at some point are not near as important as, important. Not in terms of, oh, well, I need, money or something like that. But followers, we all kind of know you could have 10,000. I've seen a lot of people with 6,000 followers for concurrent viewers because that's the follower programs and all that kind of stuff. There's, I would almost switch new follower with new subscriber and then have just the alerts take care of the followers. That's my personal opinion. I don't mind it there. I just think looking on there, I'm like, well, someone new coming to your channel and subbing, do they go, well, how come the follower has his name there and I just subbed and my name's not there? You know what I mean? Maybe that never happens. Maybe that's petty. But I could see that. I could see it being also as an enticement to sub to your channel. A lot of people like that, having their name be on the list, or if you have a scrolling thing, or the top donation of the year, or something like that. They want to see their name up there. It kind of adds to a little bit of a competitiveness. I wonder if maybe that's something you should consider. Maybe. Are you gonna retire in the middle of the stream? Mike, that is awesome. That guy was an asshole. I have a sub intro. Okay, sweet. That's awesome. I was skeptical about it because I knew they were taking from Arkham, Far Cry, Assassin's Creed. Oh, you're talking about Spidey. Okay. But they just did it so right, that's fine. Yeah, they just did everything just as well and kept the story light and likable when it needed to be. I even read all the Daily Bugles and got the secret landmarks too. The fast travel cutscenes, his dialogue with himself, and everything else is just perfect. Man, that's awesome. I got so distracted by side questing that I did all the backpacks and landmarks before unlocking most of the side mission stuff. Then I got them and was like, well, I don't mind traveling across the town to do these. That's one thing when I was watching you play ponies was I wouldn't mind just swinging around the city for about 6 hours. It just looked like hella fun. I definitely will. Yeah, it's just something to consider. It might add a bonus to a bonus reason for people to. I'm sorry, I hate promoting other people's channels when I'm talking about your channel. So yeah, it might be a reason for me to come and sub. Be like, oh, I'd get my name in that box if I sub right now. You know what I mean? That might be good. Title's good. I like having the bang for commands there. It gives people some shit to play with when they come to your channel. Overall, looks pretty good. Let me check out some clips. Here's what I suggest. Looks like you have some good viewers that'll do clips for you. A lot of times, viewers aren't going to do clips. Some viewers don't realize how powerful a clip is for a channel. And by the way, when you go to people's channels and you clip them, if you post them on social media, that's like a crazy benefit for that host. Yeah, I would say it's better than a couple of bits. It's better than a follow. It might be better than subs because you're expanding the social influence of that host when you clip their show and then go post on social media. I've seen it happen a few times. I've done it for a bunch of other people, like, oh, come check out this clip. This person's still live right now. This is a hilarious clip. And post it on Twitter, tag them, put their channel there, because people can happen by or search a hashtag for Twitch clips, which is a hashtag that is kind of built in when you clip it. You could just share it. If they're searching through just looking for funny clips, they see something funny, that's a new viewer you're bringing to the channel. The clips are awesome for expanding your social influence, especially if you can, and I suggest this for everyone, not necessarily be like, oh, my viewers, you guys make all these goddamn clips and go put them on Twitter, and don't clip that with me saying everyone should go clip my channel and go put it on Twitter. It's like, there's a way to sort of describe it as super helpful for you, even more so than lurking is fantastic. Hanging out, chatting is fantastic. Any kind of support's fantastic. Shout outs on Twitter, everything. But making a clip and putting it on Twitter or whatever, Instagram, any social media is huge. Because then it gives the people a little tiny tidbit, something that's like a highlight of your show for people that may not know anything about your show. And as you know the attention span of people today, not that like back in the day there was some crazy long attention span. You know what I'm saying? The attention span of people is like 6 seconds or something like that. So if it's a real short clip, something that's funny, people can click on it like, oh, what's this game? Oh, that was pretty funny. I'm gonna go check this guy's channel out. You know what I mean? That might be, it's probably super beneficial. So I would highly recommend, I don't even know if you can provide an incentive for clipping. I don't think you can. If there was a way to, if you have points in your channel, to reward more points if someone clips your show, that might be an interesting use of that. I just thought of that. I don't know if that's actually a thing. But clipping is so freaking huge for any host when it comes to expanding their social sphere on Twitch. So that's personal advice for you. Also, if you're in someone else's channel and you clip stuff, I know everyone here I've seen make clips, so I'm not counting anyone out like you, specifically you, Juice Lee, you need to clip this show. I've seen Juice clip tons of clips off people's show, and they're all very funny. And it makes me want to watch that show more when I see stuff like that. Especially all of Frump's crazy ass clips. She's talking about freaking, what was it last night? With a waifu pillow or something. Like, that shit's hilarious. Like, I want to go watch Frump's channel when I see that. Sorry. Someone was saying that they apparently had an entire team dedicated to swinging mechanics alone. Holy shit, that's awesome. I did everything before the game was done. Really funny ones I put on Reddit. Yeah, Reddit's a good spot too. Oh, I remember you clipped Avi's. You clipped Hawk and Drag. Yeah, that was a really good clip too. Morning Mosh, what's up, PBU? How you doing today? Juicy has done really, really great clips, that's for sure. But I clipped a couple ones of Glitch one day and put them on Twitter, and they have like a bunch of new people. I mean, there's no way for me to grab statistics of how many people clicked on that link and put them in Glitch's channel. That's impossible. But she was super psyched with other people clipping the show and then posting on YouTube. Any channel host would be super psyched about that. If you really want to be a huge help to any of your favorite streamers' channels, do that. Fly Phoenix, thank you for the follow. That being said, another good thing is sometimes people are just lurking. That's just how it goes. No one's chatting. No one's really being interactive. That's cool. Sometimes morning times like that. Sometimes nighttime, people laying in bed, stuff like that. I would never, ever advocate calling out lurks. It's terrible. But what I do on the Stream Deck is I have the Clip It button associated with the Stream Deck. You can do the same thing with, if you type in marker, I think, into your channel. Let me just make sure. Is that right? Oh, it's not available. So you have to do it in the Twitch chat. If you type marker into your channel, you can make it a command. You can do whatever you want. It'll mark your stream so that when you watch the feed back for yourself later that day or at the end of the week, if you want to go and find, some highlight clips or something for your show, hit those marker buttons. It'll put little flags along your VOD so that you can go, when you're searching through, you can go right to that spot, see like, wow, when did I clip this? Oh yeah, that was pretty funny. And you can make a little highlight of it, a little clip of it, clip that out, put it into your clip show. If you're putting one on YouTube, or clip it out to Twitter or something like that, give people a better idea of your show. Sometimes describing your show is not good enough. You know what I mean? You put a little video up there, it's pretty hilarious. I know that Ponies is super good at putting videos and stuff on Instagram. Sometimes announce he's going live, sometimes just like, look at this weird ass shit that happened today on the show. That's super helpful in terms of viewership increase and expanding your sphere. So I highly suggest marking your show or clipping your show. Oftentimes, a huge amount of my clips are myself. Because something will happen that's awesome. Oh, I want to save that good shot. And I'll just hit my one button, clip it. That's it. It clips the last 30 seconds. And I just move on. Then when I come back to look at it later, I go to my clips, do search by created by me. And then there's all my clips that I created for the day. It's pretty simple if you get the right tools. So it's just a one button click. You don't have to stop the show and go clip something. Just bam, bam. You can do the same thing with marker. Just mark, all the good stuff. Come back later and do it when you're off the air. I really wish clips posted in Discord would have the title more visible in them. Yeah, how are they posted? Let me, how is it that they're posted right now? Let me see. Of course, I go see a fucking clip of myself. Okay. Oh, because it says Moshkatee's playing talk shows. Yeah, you should be able. You should be able to edit that or something. You know what? Let me just listen to this because I think it's what I think it is. So I'm not counting anyone out like you, specifically you, Juice Lee. You need to clip this show. So I'm not. You guys know that I'm a huge fan of Arrested Development. That's what the banner of Hero Squad that subscribers are a part of. That and the guild that Hero Squad comes from. I created a guild like 15 years ago in WoW, and we're still gaming friends today. That is from the show Arrested Development. Also from that show is a clip where Job was like, some guy went missing and wanted Job's tricks, illusions, and this reporter's asking questions. He's like, no, I didn't kill Earl whatever, and don't clip this so it looks like I'm saying I killed Earl whatever, and the news clipped just that. It was really funny. Okay, so yeah, you can mark your own videos, you can do clips of your own videos, but it's really, really great to do that because you can make a clip compilation and put it on YouTube. If you have some extra time, you can hire someone to do that on the outside. That's a whole budget thing. But clip shows are great. And oftentimes when I'm looking through someone's channel, I'll go to the clips to see what's the funniest stuff of the day. If you think about the doc streams like 8 hours a day. How much of the doc do you actually watch? Usually it's his clips. You'll see them posted on Reddit or on YouTube. You'll see a really high-ranked one or something like that, or someone passing around a clip of Doc. The clips are so huge. Make your own. There's no problem. I mean, it can only benefit you to, while you're live, hit one button and mark that part of the stream as being funny. I mean, that's basically what you're doing. Or cool. You know, there's gameplay stuff, too. Some cool-ass move you did or some headshot or something like that. What the hell are collections? That is. So this events thing is something that I use. It's super underused, not super important. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Sometimes, and I didn't do it for today because last week was a fucking nightmare in my house. But you can add events on here and people can kind of RSVP to them. So like if I had my tech show or some really special show, if you're having a birthday show, I highly suggest it. So you can paste, you can basically make an event on here that you can use like a show shout out, but for a date in the future, and people can come kind of RSVP on it or whatever. Followers following, whatever. Same old stuff. But overall, pretty good. I think you just redid your emotes. That's my chat. That's not what I want. What I want is, where is your chat? Oh, it's in your videos. Hang on. You have new emotes. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I really like the new emotes. I think these are Caillou. They're really, really good. I really like the love one. That's fantastic. Okay. I think, and you're doing this show things. Everything looks pretty good. And everyone, you know, I should preface by saying that any advice I give where it's like, hey, you should take a look at this, or you should look at this panel, maybe think about getting rid of this one. That's all my personal opinion. That's not like, if you don't remove it, you're done. You're never going to succeed on Twitch. And don't clip this to look like I'm saying. No. But, you know, take anything I say with a grain of salt, because it's just my opinion on a lot of this stuff. Let's take a look at the Twitter real quick. Because we looked at it briefly earlier. I don't want to promote this. Let me go to Twitter. YouTube, you need to put some more stuff on there, I think. Even if it's just outputting a huge VOD, which I don't recommend, but just to get it kickstarted, get it started. I would suggest this immediately for your channel. Not something like immediately, like you're gonna, you know, your channel's doomed unless you fix it. If I look at your VOD and I go to this first opening screen, I don't know what game this is from. I don't know what, there's proprietary information. This is a cool background. You know what I mean? And you use a little bit of something like this for that bit screen. You might be able to take this text off, add some different text. This sort of is like, I am Methier. And then maybe a social link or something like that, or a social call out, or maybe just even the Twitter image or something. put that as your banner on Twitter. This banner stretched a little bit, so you can see it get a little grainy around some of the text. If you get a higher resolution one, probably something like this, and stick it up there, or even just your own, even just like your avatar or something in the background, might be give you a different look and maybe not make it seem so stretched, especially on a big monitor, a high resolution monitor. I would suggest that. Just a higher resolution image back here would be a good improvement here. Oh, Abby, what's up? I can't stand when people in multiplayer games have their Twitch TV and their dumb name. Yeah, that happens all the time. TTV dot, Smash Bros 76. That's terrible. I've seen it go both ways, Jace. I've seen it drive new traffic. We do it all the time when playing DVD, but I've also watched people get tunneled hard bad. Oh, really? Okay. I know when I see those names in like Realm Royale or Black Ops or PUBG, there's like a negative 100% chance I ever go to that channel. Ever. It is a much higher chance if you do some sweet play or something, and then I'll look at your name and then go see if you are actually on Twitch, or I'll go look for you on Twitter to see if there's more clips of that. So maybe I'll watch some gameplay in the future. I think there's a lot higher chance I'll do that. The TTV stuff, I will just never go look at it. Okay, a little about me here. Okay, so this is one thing that was kind of interesting. These clan tags that I'm seeing a lot. So many people use them. I didn't really get it. And by the way, I'm super appreciative to see the bar on there, by the way. The bar is a fantastic community, and I love seeing it on there. That being said, I don't know how I feel about them. I get it. It's part of the persona that a part of your online persona is these communities. I get that. I don't. It's not a terrible use of it. I think I'm just being nitpicky, and it's just my own personal opinion. So you're saying my idea of sliced TTV is bad? It's not bad. I will just never fucking come watch you if I see that. Yeah, if we play against a killer who's on Twitch or play with someone who's recent or bad, well, either go say hi or harass them. Okay. Well, you're getting good trolls like that too. You're going to get some hop-ons. I feel like repping them in your bio is better than having them in your Twitter handle. I think I agree with Bananas. That's my personal opinion. I know people that like to have the TK because it's like a belonging thing, and I get it. In Hell's Army, I see all the time. I see that on Sophs too, and it's a big community. And again, I'm super duper. This is coming from me. Obviously I promote the Twitch bar. That's the baby of our group. Everyone loves Twitch bar. Great community. That being said, yeah, I'm not a big fan of seeing it on the name. What I do like, and I've done it for mine, but I'm not going to promote myself. I'll go to my friend Duty Beard here. This is what I do like that some people do on Twitter, is do this. They switch their name, so it's like, it's not a clan tag, but it's like what they're currently doing. I really like that trend. I've seen that a lot with people going to TwitchCon. I changed mine to Mosh with a little arrow to TwitchCon. I like that. Duty does like the craziest shit. I love his Twitter. But doing something kind of creative here is interesting because it has your real name here. It's not like confusing where it's like, wait, what's his real name? Is his name The Loudest Party at TwitchCon? Because you can see the actual tag below. I do really like this, especially if it's updated relatively often based on what you're currently doing. I don't think it's like something like, Duty Beard Live Now, is a good idea. Or Duty Beard, I went to McDonald's today and got a couple of quarter pounders. But something like something awesome coming up. Or I saw Ichi do it when he was at PAX. That was interesting. I think Easy did the same thing. I kind of like that. I love seeing all those boa and then their names. Yeah. Face on, sorry, my fucking mind goes to my skull. How are you liking the growth of the Twitch bar so far? I mean, it's fantastic. The Twitch bar has been amazing. It's just, let me shout it out. Actually, I probably need to change a command here. Give me a second. And make a slight alteration. Okay. Yeah, let me post it while it's here. I think most of you guys are part of the community, but if not, they're great people. And obviously the first one's mine, the second one is the Twitch bar. The Twitch bar is an affiliate-only community, but it's been really, really great. The best part about it is that the conversation is at a high level where you just kind of sort out the garbage. Where there's no people complaining about viewers, there's no follow bullshit. It's just people talking, real people. You know what I mean? That being said, there's also a lot of really cool stuff on the way for the bar. We had our first awesome community night was on Friday, and by the way, that was a lot of fun. We voted on a movie. It was Mean Girls, and we just sat in the fucking chat, like joking about the movie for 2 hours. It was so fun. It was awesome. But you know, it helps that Mean Girls is the bomb. Oh, you guys are trying to get the command? Yeah, sorry, no, it's just community. Let me see here. I don't like that weird ass bartender you guys have. Roxy always spills my coffee. Roxy will be punished appropriately later for that. I'll take care of that personally. Let me see. And then a bunch of... Every time I go there, all I see is Pony drunkenly yelling at Roxy. Second community night. Yes. I still want poker. Yeah, that'd be kind of... I did vote for poker too, but I like the movie night as well. But yeah, it was super fun. And again, I'm super duper happy and very flattered actually to see the Twitch bar being used as one of these clan tags. I'm super flattered about that. And the Twitch bar as a whole is very happy to see that. That being said, we at the Twitch bar are also super interested in all of our members being doing well and succeeding and meeting their goals on Twitch. And I think that not that this is going to keep anyone from coming to your channel, but I think that it's just give me a second. All right. Sorry about that guy. Work telephone call. I missed a lot, and I apologize. Lucky, I see you. How you doing? She is lurking, but I just want to say, I'm pretty sure I saw... Who was it that got a card in the mail? Garrett. I'm 90% sure it was Garrett. Yes. I love this, by the way. This is such a fucking awesome idea. I love that. This is Invader Lucky, the person who is just here a minute ago. She's lurking now. But she sends these out, I think, 2 subs. I don't know the actual thing behind it. He's wearing pony shirt, which is awesome too. But this is really sweet. I like that. I saw the same idea from Fork My Life, if you follow that person. This is a really neat idea, a really personalized approach to thanking subs. It's really cool. So I want to shout that out real quick. There's no real way to know. Don't ask, don't tell type things. Bananas! I donate this bit, so I think... So you think I support you, and then I go into lurk. Okay, Bananas, thanks. If I miss something, repeat it. I'm just gonna... Oh, hey, what's up, buddy? I followed you harder, Slice. I mean, I'm not a weeb, but we can catch whatever. I know there is a big time streamer who sends out holiday cards each year, like 1,000 or 2,000 cards a year, and writes them herself. Yeah, that's super awesome. That is a really cool idea, really personal idea. I would suggest something like that. Obviously, sending out cards. I like that what Lucky did here, was she personalized it. I think that's a sticker maybe involved there. That's I love that idea. Fork does the same thing. Let me go to let me show you. And I know we're sort of talking about meth today, but this is all sort of related to streaming advice and tips. Fork does these cards. Kind of the same thing. A little bit of the same thing. But she sends these out to subs. I don't know if there's a threshold. But yeah, she handwrites this stuff. Hope you enjoy the special stream anniversary. She sends out like a sticker and all that. Like that's above and beyond. That's crazy. Here's the stickers that she has. And she has a really cool brand in general. But she posted a picture of the amount of cards she was sending out. I mean, she's obviously a successful in her pursuit of partnership. But I'm trying to find where it was. I saw it randomly. Maybe it was on Instagram. Might have been on Instagram. But it was like a box of like 300 letters she had written. It was like, what? So, I mean, if you have the time, that's a really cool way to have a personal approach to your channel, to your brand. It's really neat. Anyways, I'm not necessarily here promoting Fork Stream, so let's go back to meth. So anyways, I think we left off with the clan tags here. Just to circle back on it real quick, I'm super flattered that the Twitch bar is on there. I appreciate that so much. Thank you for the 99 bits, buddy. Apparently I'm a bigger baller than I thought. You're the best. Thank you so much. I really am flattered by the clan tags here. I can speak for the rest of the founders of the Twitch bar and all the members of the Twitch bar. That's super flattering. I would take that off. Just because it doesn't really add something to the brand of your channel. I think it'd be cool to have like I Am Meth here with something coming up that you're excited about, you know, going to PAX East, you know, or something like that. Or maybe there's some new thing coming up that you're looking forward to. Like, I'm not totally sure how to use it. I think I would just use it a little bit differently. I really appreciate how Duty uses his. That might be a good example. Pony sends chest hair out. It's getting out of hand. I love what Fork does. Yeah, Fork is the best. Lils draws out cartoons for some of my subs. Oh, that's really cool. Let's see what's usual, right? I was gonna send out Big Girl Panties, but Hawk said it was weird, and no. He said it was a little weird. Also said I'm not allowed to do it. Those are for you to fill the pillow with. Yeah, I don't think my wife would appreciate that. What are these? Oh, I subbed to Avil's. Is it better for me to just say that I have a girlfriend? You know, so, that's pretty funny. Anyways, so yeah, super flattering. I would switch it. I would either take this off and just let it be your name, or add a little something on there about something coming up related to the channel. In general, though, let me take a look down the social stuff. Live shouts are great on Twitter. Twisted Tuesday, live shout. Retweets for Gates. It's a Hell's Army people. Sorry for late start. Feels like forever. Here's another critique I would make. A constructive feedback. I really like to see when I go to someone's Twitter, supporter or anyone in the communities, that they're not only just posting live stuff, because live stuff is great to let people know you're streaming, but you don't want it to just be a live bot. Then it just turns into like a retweet bot, you know? I would highly suggest going in there and being like, just write your thoughts for the day, something you're doing for that day, a funny picture of the kids, so you're outside playing or something like that, you go to dinner, what beer you drinking today, you know, something like that. I really like questions too, posting there, hey, I'm doing this, what do you guys think about this, or what's the new game you guys are playing, you know, something like that, something that's more interactive and shows more of a non-robotic approach to Twitter. I'm not saying that what you're doing is bad, because live shoutouts are fine, but I think you can get more out of it doing that, going that route. I'm not going to bring up my own, because that's weird double promotion. Let me go to duties again. Nope, we're going to do someone else. Let's go to Ichi. We'll do a couple different ones. I think Ichi does some good stuff. Yeah, you can see that's a pin tweet. These are 2 live tweets in a row. Then he's got he's got some thank yous on here. Thank you for the raids. I see a lot of people do that. Retweeting some different things. Retweeting friends of his, because Twitter's also used for social networking, right? So you can expand your sphere of influence. Retweeting and commenting and moving your sphere out to different streamers, different people in the communities can help. Here's just his cat. Like, this is Ichi, you know, showing this is a part of my life type of thing. It's not just, hey, everyone come watch my channel. It's here's a part of what's outside of my channel. I really appreciate that. Ice Cream Ichi. Otter Ichi. Retweeting, but yeah, he has really good use of his Twitter. Shouting out some sponsors here is great. But yeah, doing stuff like that where it doesn't turn into just a live bot, I think is fantastic. It'll really help. They're not used just for stupid shit, giggles, bigger pennies. They're definitely used. Hate likes the feel of silk panties. I sure do. Watch these. Thoughts on pushes from Insta as your not live content? That's a fantastic question, Abel. I have conflicting thoughts. I do it sometimes, so I'm guilty of it. Instagram has a way where anything you post on Instagram, you can instantly push it to Twitter. The problem is that it doesn't include half of the Instagram post. It only includes a link to, it includes like the first little bit and then a link to go to Instagram. It doesn't add for really good content on Twitter. Hang on a second. Now I will actually go check mine, because I think I did this week or this weekend. Let me look. Something I did was on Instagram, I thought. Yeah. So look here. You can see on my Twitter, this is me just explaining some stuff, just talking about upgrades to the stream, just chatting. And then here we have We Ready, Bill's Mafia, and then there's an Instagram link. So if I click on the Instagram link, I can come over here and see what the post was. This is my son wearing a LaShawn McCoy jersey. The problem with pushing directly from Instagram to Twitter is that you just get a link. So in my opinion, people are far less likely to click on this, because it's like, why don't I just open up Instagram? You know, why is it here? You could also argue that no press is bad press. You could say that these tags, when they're included on Twitter, increase your influence as well. When you're tagging to other communities, increasing influence. So, in my personal opinion, I'm not a fan of it. Even though I do it, I'm guilty of it. I don't like it because I like the two platforms to be a little bit separate in terms of content. So there's a reason for people to follow the Instagram. There's also a reason for people to follow the Twitter. I've said before, the Instagram is usually more of my family stuff and just pictures. Obviously, it's Instagram. And then Twitter is more like the network building of the stream. So Abby has the same thing here. A couple of live shout outs. Some thank yous to Owls. That's awesome. Some shouts for other streamers is great. Retweets, fantastic. Good way to support the community. Obviously, that's me. Everyone go retweet my... No, just kidding. Please don't. Okay, yeah, here's one. So a lot of good stuff here. You can see Abby's got some live shouts. She's got some, hey, go follow Pony's Twitch anniversary, retweets for different people. And then right here in the middle, away this weekend, bachelor party, buddy, click here. And then it's a picture, yeah, some legging stuff, and it's Abby. And then her picture, or her post from Instagram. So, yeah, I hate this ellipses. I hate how it's cut off. I guess I would say I'm not a fan of it in general. Bottom line, I don't like it. Because it cuts off the content, and then you have to go to Instagram to do it. I understand why it's super convenient. That's for sure. But I would almost do more promoting of your Instagram on the channel to get people to go specifically to Instagram for a different type of content. But that's a really good question because I am so guilty of that. I'm excited to post a few pictures daily from my Europe trip on Twitter, mix it up more. People very seldom click links on Twitter. Oh man, Beer and I have a case to bring back 12 bottles of wine from France. Is beer what about if this then that repost? I guess what's an example of that? Oh, do you instead of a push? Oh, do you mean like post on Instagram, copy it, post relatively the same type of content on Twitter? I like that way more than the auto push. If that's what you're asking. I think that's what you're asking. I like that more because then you get the actual picture here and it looks like it's self-contained inside Twitter. So people are like, oh, you know, some people only want to follow Twitter. Some people only follow Instagram. I like that a lot better as an alternative to the auto push from the Insta app. Can we talk about who will win more than one game this season, Bills or the Giants? Answer is we both lost 16. The Bills actually... that's a whole talk. That's a whole thing. Bills actually looked pretty good in the second half of last game once we made an adjustment. And by the way, if you know, if you were following the game, which you probably weren't, the head coach took play calling duties away from the defensive coordinator in the second half. And then all of a sudden, the Chargers didn't score at all second half. So it's like, there's something wrong with the coordinator. Yeah, it's a bot that makes a post for Twitter of the Insta content without linking it over. Now that sounds good. That sounds good. I would go for that because yeah, I don't. The cutoff of the Insta stuff on Twitter is bothersome to me. Let me go back to meth since that is the talk of the hour. But yeah, pretty good. I mean, I don't know anything about follower content. I don't have many, so. But yeah, in general, I'd like to see a little more than go live tweets, a little more retweets, supporting the community, supporting other people, commenting on their stuff. You actually do a really good job of not shouting out the usual garbage that people do. Like, you know, small streamers support or something like that. Hashtags, they're not going to get you anything. Except turn-offs. So yeah, slight change to the name, I think, your title here, and I think you're set. Oh, in this picture. Switch this picture. High-res one, something. I think I say that as I don't have a high-res one on mine, but Lynn is making me one. Yeah, it's old. Lynn is developing a new social banners for me. Oh, also, I highly recommend this. If this and that. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to take a look at that. I think that's the one that Frump linked me the other day. That website. Now I can have my lights turn on when the pizza shows up. Yeah, lights blinking. Oh shit, it's pizza time. It's pizza time. So song just like dance out of the room. When Mosh starts reviewing, I start checking out all my stuff. Let's go to hates page. One thing I would highly suggest, and I see a lot of people do, and you'll see that I've done it here. I really like this pinned tweet to give a description of your channel. Some new people on Twitter might see you tagged in other people's things. Thank you so much for the follow, Smashing Gourds. They might see you on Twitter being tagged in other things. Go support this fellow. They don't know who you are. Maybe they don't want to click right on the Twitch. They don't want to come watch a live show. Maybe they just want to see the social media. When they come here, if you don't really have this on top, you got a little thing here. Twitch Kittens moderator, variety streamer, husband, dad, scientist. You know, maybe I update this stuff today. There's a lot of old stuff here. But there's I like this little breakdown. That's why I've done it, obviously. But this pinned tweet that gives an idea of who you are, content creator, variety show host, bar founder, Twitch Kittens moderator, and then the links to some quick things. The Twitch, the Instagram, the Discord, email. A lot of people do the business email there. That's sort of my channel. I'm not going to put the business one on there. I have no problem with that phrasing. A couple of tags represent the communities. And then I'm a big fan of a picture here. I think Abby has unicorns on hers, which fits in her theme really well. Ichi has something, I forget. But something like this is really nice. It can add a little bit of a touch and give the person that's coming to your Twitter a really quick hit of, okay, who's this person? What do they do? How do I get in touch with them? Bam, 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 bam. Right there. They don't got to go searching through 1,000 tweets. They don't got to send you a DM on here. They go right to these things. They can contact you like that. I really like this pinned tweet deal. I love seeing people's non-Twitchy style photos of the pinned tweet. It feels less like a hustle, more like a person. Yeah, and I'm in that boat as well. Obviously, this is a picture we went to. Where the hell was this? This is we were on a train. Oh, we were in Jersey. We were on vacation. We were on this train together, and we took a picture. Yeah, look at my boy Josh Allen there. What's he doing? What's he doing? Bill's PR team is crazy. I don't know. Yeah. So okay, that's my stuff. So let's go to the final little portion of the talk here. And by the way, if you have gotten or are a part of my Discord. Have I linked that stuff? I did. I'll link it again. You're free to join it. You'll notice that the stream audits that I do for the T2 is similar to this format, in that we look at the channel, we look at the different panels, we look at the different things on the show, and then we take a look at some statistics. Excuse me. Also, you can put your email in your location box on the left. There you go. Okay. Just wash it down with some Monster. Take care of that sickness. Okay. Let's take a look at some mess stats. And this is, by the way, if you're interested in having this review done for your show on each of these Mondays, you can hit me up on the Discord. You can also see, if you missed the early part of the show, if you look below the screen, there's a new extension in there called Featured Channels. Mine is called Certified Fantastic. But at the top, you'll see Meth. Each week, we'll be replacing that top spot with the person we're reviewing for that week. So it's a little bit of an extra incentive for, you know, promotion or all that kind of stuff. But it's just like a thank you for, hey, thanks for letting me look at all your stuff. So let's go 30 days because that's what Twitch likes. When you go to apply for partner, eventually 30 days is the threshold. They want 30 days of 75 viewers concurrent. That's their cutoff. I believe they're not going to look at a whole lot unless you have at least that. And then going into that, there's even more complexity in the background about the number of chats or the unique viewers and chat speed. Unique chats as well in your channel that go into evolve. So don't just think the 75 is a threshold and then you're a partner. I think I might be getting sick. Dat Juice Lee Goddess Mosh. I'm not sick. I'm just drinking garbage, and it's like I got some like foam in my throat or something like that. Don't jinx me. Okay, so this is Mess Stats. This is called Gnome. If you haven't seen it, go check it out for yourself. There's a lot of good information on here. You can see his stream days and the viewership throughout the days. It's actually, the viewership has been pretty steady around 8, huh? 8 or over. So this average views is on a cycle that is. How are they getting 6 from this? I need to look at the game chart. Follower steady growth. The plateaus are kind of what we like to try and avoid. It just means either you're not streaming on these days, which is usually what it is. And why is this only at 7 days still? Oh, I guess it's not. Okay. Mathier views. So views matter very little because it's cumulative, or it's cumulative, so it'll just keep adding up over time. So this chart means nothing. Division of games is a good thing. It depends. So obviously Matt's not trying to focus on just one game. He's got a pretty even split across all the games. That's good. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's viewers. World of Warcraft lately. I've said this before on the stream. Warcraft, I love the game. I've always loved Warcraft. Warcraft is almost fucking impossible to stream. Almost. Only your really, really loyal people or your regulars are going to come watch. You're not going to get a lot of new viewers when you're streaming World of Warcraft. The reason is because 100,000 other people are streaming World of Warcraft, you know? I love watching a World of Warcraft stream. I have watched Avil, I've watched Shem, I've watched a lot of our friends play World of Warcraft at night when they're raiding, and it's not for everybody. It can be a boring stream. Because when you're raiding, you need to be focused on the raid mechanics. Hey! 530 bits. Thank you so much, Hate. Love you. Sorry, Bugs. Oh, did you push him out of a spot? Thanks for the bits, man. That's so awesome. Thank you so much. But yeah, Warcraft is a little tough when you're talking about building a growth of viewership. However, it's everyone's favorite game. I mean, people have been playing this game for a third of their lives. I'm 38. I've been playing that game for over 10 years. A third of my life I've been playing that game. So I personally don't stream it just because I find it boring to even stream it. It doesn't matter if other people want to watch it. It's boring for me to stream. But it is a really tough category to get noticed in because you'll be down in the bottom 5,000. You know what I mean? Streaming that game. Yeah, baby. Flexing on Bugs. It's that time of year I feel like dog shit too. Yeah, everybody seems to get sick. So, Faye, I didn't see you. How you doing? And thank you for linking Sully Gnome, Abby. Unless you're method streaming the Mythic Race. Right. So the only WoW streamers that do really, really well are the super mythic content, like top 10 world first, like all racing for world first, or the really, really good arena players. Very rarely are you going to find someone else streaming World of Warcraft that is great. Unless they're the guide writers, they have a really good content because they're obviously they write the guides that everyone follows. The Discord heads all have a good following. That's pretty much it. I mean, this is why I don't stream at night. Partially, it's better for my health when I'm streaming in the morning, but also at night I raid on Tuesday and Thursday, and it's just, you know, part of it I can't be focused on the raid if I'm also talking, but the other part is it's fucking boring. I can't really interact with chat too much. It's rough. Plus, watching the same fight done 600 times in a row while you're wiping is not the most exciting content. I think WoW might also be one of those long concentrations in chat is misperhaps. Exactly, Juice. I feel that when I stream League. Crazy to think of it as a third of your life. Yeah, right? That's what I'm saying. Third of my life. When I went to my in-game playtime, my warrior is like 400 days. 400 days of in-game played time. 400 days. That's nuts. That's the crazy stat. I try hard, so I miss out on some chat when it's hype, which makes me sad, but I love competitive games. I see even big streamers play it, and they lose a lot of normal viewers. Yeah. I get that focus problem with puzzle games because I'm not that smart at puzzle games. So, there's the known streamers too. Asmongold, Soda Poppin'. It's the same as Fortnite. Get high view count, don't get noticed at all. My RuneScape is 300 days too. Lots of days spent grinding. Yeah. So yeah, with Asmon and Soda though, Soda is really well known for Arena though. He used to be like top guy, and Asmon is a big YouTube personality. So they're both, there are some known streamers and known names to WoW that people will follow, but they're also guide people, and they're also people that we featured on websites like TankSpot or in any of the Discords. They'll write the guides. There's one of the people I follow that not many people do is the guy who, or is it Kiri that still does it? Kiri is the author of Warcraft Logs, who also developed WildStar Logs, and I played that. And they had a bit of a following too, just because they're the name. They're the person who makes the the tools that people use to play WoW. How you doing today, Mosh? Hey, Rogu, how you doing, buddy? I'm doing pretty good. Soda used to be an arena dude? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. He used to, a long time ago. Yeah, he was like top guy in arena for a long time. Also, their WoW streams are more of them being weird and getting trolly donations. Yeah, and but I've seen also like Land Soul. If you guys remember, there's a website called Elitist Jerks a long time ago. For those of you who played WoW for a while, which was basically before all the knowledge of each class got put into Discord. But there's a guy named Land Soul who was the guy for warriors. He was the arms warrior and fear warrior guy, and he would stream quite a bit and be a guide writer, and he had a bit of a following as well. But people would watch him just to see, like, he'd be testing out things, and like it would be him on a dummy for 6 hours, testing out different builds, putting on different gear and things. Just watch him doing that. But yeah, so those names will get it, and even if you're 100 I mean, we could look at it right now. I don't even know what it is. Let me look at it right now. It's the morning time, and it's not really. Although I think the war fronts are switching at the moment, so yeah. I mean, Sko, Method, Towley, the biggest names. Roger Brown. I'm not a huge watcher of WoW, so I maybe don't recognize that. But you can see, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You 14 rows down before you get under 100 concurrent viewers. 14 rows. 100 concurrent viewers, you're thinking that's in the partnership range. If you're an affiliate and you're streaming WoW, there is no chance for growth in this category. None. But you should know that it's WoW, And these guys will all be rating, pushing world first. You can see there's method tagged in a lot of their stuff. Here's 7 of 8, day 6. These guys probably took off work for 2 weeks to do this stuff. Yeah, tons of method people on here. Look at all the method. These are world first people playing this. There's just not a chance that you're getting into this bracket. I'd much rather just collect pets and do the story. I'm more on that side, so for sure. Thank you so much to the host, PBU. I didn't get into it until Kata. Soda was an AIDS type streamer. Did a lot of weird shit to get big, then got into arena, and he was pretty good, but not great. Yeah, I've never been a huge fan of his content in general, but I know that he came from arena. It's sort of like where he was at for a long time. Method is streaming the Mythic race, and they're on the last boss. The top 10 is all Method right now. Yeah. Though it was funny, my friend that was making me play didn't know that Kata changed the continent landscapes and was giving me a tour and losing his mind over it. I remember going through, what's that place outside of, south of Orgrimmar? The starting area. It starts with a D. I don't remember. But when that place got that big rift in it, I was walking through there like, whoa, this is so cool. Because I spent so much time there. I thought it was funny. My friend that was making me play didn't know that. Oh, yeah, I just read that. Thank you again for the host. Yeah, WoW's brutal. I'll be curious to see what happens with the tags, if that helps with exposure in categories like WoW. Duratan. That's Duratar. Yeah, that's what it is. Thank you. And the Barons. Barons chat was always a nightmare. That one town that was under the water. One town that was under the water. In the starting area? Or are you talking about 1,000 Needles that got flooded? If you're talking about Nazgir or whatever, where it was just all underwater, I pretend that doesn't exist. 1,000 Needles, yeah. That was a cool place. It was just empty. It was huge cliffs. And then when the cataclysm happened, it flooded with water. It was so interesting. That was a really cool place. Where users can slice and dice better to get down to casual versus PvP versus... yeah. No, I totally agree, Abby. That'll be interesting to see what happens with... the tags and see if that helps. I don't know horde areas because those are for noobs. Horde areas are the only area. Okay? The only area. These fucking guys. Jesus. I saw Shem raiding the other day. I honestly didn't know Alliance did raids. I thought you guys just sat in Ironforge and Stormwind all day doing nothing. And then I see you're actually doing fights and stuff. I didn't know that was a thing. That's crazy. Okay, let's get back to meth. Let's take a look at his streams. Nope, let's go to games. We cleared the raid. No, it's fine. All bosses down, baby. Yeah. Sorry, typing on mobile sucks. And I haven't had enough coffee. No big deal. I barely spent time in Ironforge. So much shade. I like staring at the Firelands. The Firelands are cool. I didn't really hate that raid, although a lot of people didn't like it. Yeah, Shem was, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is a healer. I think maybe a monk healer. Pretty sure that's what I was watching. Okay, so games played last 30 days. What do we got? Pretty good. I love seeing only a few here. It kind of makes sense because WoW's been out and people have been really kind of grinding that. But you can look at views per hour. If you are a fan of Sully Gnome, or if you come here often, you can see you can search by views per hour over here on the right and get an idea of how your games are doing. You can get an idea of what games you should play. If you're thinking, today I'd like to see what kind of growth I can get out of my stream, maybe you're not going to go with depth because it's lower on the list. If I go to 90 days, we're going to see a few more games here, I'm guessing. Yep. So if we search this one over 90 days, you see the impact of Jurassic World more than... Oh, stream time. I don't know what the hell that is then. Raft, just an hour, but Raft is pretty high. This could indicate raids too. Fallout 3. So if you look at Dead by Daylight, this is a big time for streaming. So 54 hours in the last 90 days. 16 average viewers. That's pretty high for that game. That game honestly has kind of a low category of streamers and is really good for growth in general. But Fortnite on here. God damn it, Meth. I'm just kidding. I played with you for a little bit. But so if you sort by views per hour, you can get an idea of what games are doing well for you and your channel in terms of growth. This site is called Sully Gnome. Avi linked it a little bit ago. I can do it again. So SullyGnome.com. You type in your name at the top, it can give you your statistics over some set time frame and give you an idea of how you're, if you're trending in the right direction, if you're playing the right games. A lot of people that don't know about these sites, don't look at these analytics, will go, oh, well, I'm a Subnautica streamer, so I'm just going to play that. I can understand why I'm not getting over 10 reviews. Then you come and look and like, oh, my average views for Subnautica is 8. But the second I switch to Dead by Daylight, I'm doubling my average views. Why don't I focus more on this? And then there's a lot of theory involved with how to move games. So the problem with looking at a stat like this is you could go, oh, well, Dead by Daylight is my highest concurrent viewer game, so I'm just gonna play that all the time. Games fall out of favor, trends change, things like that, so you need to be able to adapt yourself, trying new things. Most of us are variety streamers, although I have been trying to look for a main game for fucking 5 years now. It's a good indicator of what games will help you grow. It's not going to tell you how to take that next step, which is what these other stats will tell you. Maybe you say, well, I played Dead by Daylight quite a bit, but there's this new game, hypothetically, Fortnite, that just came out. I've only played a few hours, but I had a really good viewership on that. Maybe I play my usual Dead by Daylight for half my stream. In the second half, we're going to take a little look at Fortnite. That way, the people that came for Dead by Daylight are probably going to leave a little bit, but you're going to pick up those people coming in from Fortnite as well. So there's a sort of a blend. I would try and stick to the higher end of your stuff. This can also be a really good indication on what style of game you're good at streaming. Let me switch this music real fast. Sorry about that. It cut out on me. Or the album ended. But I've talked about this before. And I actually talked about it with a few different companies that I've been speaking to about how not every streamer is good at streaming every game. That's how it works. Some people are really, really good at streaming Battle Royale games. Some people are great at streaming Dead by Daylight and horror style games, even crazier horror games. There's some people are great at streaming creative, things like that. There's a different attitude and voice, cadence, and excitement that sort of goes along with each game that some people are just better at. And this type of graphic, this type of statistical analysis can give you an idea of what game you might be good at streaming at. If you see that Dead by Daylight is your top game, and that's a multiplayer game. You see Fortnite is your number 2, that's a multiplayer game. You could get the impression that, you know, I think I'm okay at streaming multiplayer games. You know what I mean? I'm good at streaming like a competitive style game like that. There are some people that will stream just single player games because that's their style. Dead Cells is a good example. That roguelike platformer style game. Maybe that's your style of game. Maybe you should look not necessarily out of that genre. Maybe you should look at something, you know, a game that's similar to those games. And maybe you get the same sort of growth from that. But now you're bringing in viewers from that category as well, from that game category. I'm sorry, I missed a lot. Normal, our guild fell apart, made a new one, pulled players from old guild down normal in that week. Zoldazar is sexy. Yeah, it is. I see in Firelands that they were fires. ICC was the best. That's the answer. There's no other answer. I'm a Monk 2, 358. I wish I had been in Warcraft when what was the main expansion. That was so fun, by the way. When Wrath of the Lich King came out, I remember sitting on that fucking Zeppelin waiting to be transported. I was so excited. Heard Ragu, thought I was being called on something. Oh no, I don't think so. I was just saying, but that's legit. My best is Jackbox, my curse. Yeah, that's a big social game. Plus, you're really talkative during that. Not that you're not normally talkative, but I could see that. Last peak was Wrath of the Lich King. Yeah, it had like 13 million or 15 million concurrent players or something like that. It was the best expansion by far. By far. Nax, Aldar, TOC, and ICC. Those were all, I mean, TOC and Nax were the lesser of the raids in that expansion. Aldar and ICC were the premier raid content ever. But yeah, that expansion was so good. And by the way, I have a comment just in general to the WoW players. Did you read Ian's Q&A, and what did you think about it? I will tell you what I thought about it as an elemental shaman. But yeah, Wrath of the Lich King was really, really good. So anyways, Matt, I would say take a look at this Dead by Daylight and maybe some games in that style. You seem to do pretty good at these multiplayer. I don't know, Don't Starve Together. Oh, that's 0 hours. But you're also having a pretty good success with Batman too, which might be a similar style. Dead by Daylight is a dark style. Batman is a dark character. It's a dark style game. And that actually goes along with the theme of your channel, actually. That's a good game to focus on, actually. And by the way, you have almost an immediate crossover to Spider-Man with Batman too. You might get the same type of viewership with Spider-Man. Same style game. Again, Warcraft is just a nightmare. It's just bad. I mean, you could do whatever you want. It's your own channel. But Warcraft is just rough to stream in general. He dodged so many questions. Yeah. Yep. These are methiers. So each Monday we're going to focus on someone from the community that lets me know they are okay with me doing their content via my Discord. If you are interested, you can sign up on there to be in the queue to be reviewed. But Meth was the first to speak up and say that he wouldn't mind if I did it. So I'm checking him out today. We're also kind of wading through the format of the whole show. Let's go to activity. This basically just tells you, like, are you streaming at roughly the same amount of time on the same days, kind of thing. And it looks like it's relative. If we go to calendar, so I like calendar a lot because it can give you an idea of consistency. So when I look at calendars, stream time, folks. Oh, this is actually new. I don't think I've seen these. There's only 2 graphs over here. This is September. Go back to August. So one thing I really look at when I come to here, is when I see a Monday stream. You see a couple of days. Thursday stream. You see these. I like to see right around the same starting time every time. Shit happens. Real life happens. You have to start late. You have to start early. I get that. Of anyone, I get that. I got to start late. I got to cut stream. I mean, this is how it goes. That's life. But I see Meth here, 3:45 to 8:30. 3:30, 3:45, and then 4:15 to 8. That's just switching games, or maybe the stream collapsed at this time. We're going to take a little break. 4:15 to 8:45. 3:30 to 8. Those are right around the same start and end time. 45 minutes is a little bit late, but it's feeling good that day. Or it started a little bit late, so you went a little bit late. And by the way, I think these are pushed depending on time zone. So you may think, like, I don't stream on Monday, I stream on Sunday. It's probably because of that. Thursday, 3:15, 3:30, 4:30, 3:45, 3:45. Bam. Those are all good times. Start right around the same time all the time. Consistency, then your viewers know. So almost 3 o'clock, I got to tune in, catch Math Stream. Do me, Poppy. I'll probably do that, Shem. No one wants to see more Shem dancing clips. Not a mod in here, Shem. No timeouts. Can we time out Juice, please? You can talk to Abby or Bananas. And then, yeah, so Math doing a great job with the start time. Great job with the start time. I love seeing right around the same start time. And look at this. Thursday, 3:45 to 8. 3:45 to 8. 4:30, 9:30. 4:15, 17. Called a little early there. That's cool. But yeah, right around the same time is fantastic. Message deleted. Essie, what's up? How are you today? Happy Monday. So that's right. When I go to the calendar page, what you're mainly looking for is, am I starting at the same time every day? Am I going roughly the same length every day? Same length is less important than starting around the same time. If I'm like 2 minutes late on my stream, oh God, I'm so sorry. That's my own neuroses. It doesn't really matter too much as long as you give your viewers a shout out, but try and be consistent with your start time. Game Picker, this is roughly the same thing as a website called Twitch Strike. If you don't know it, we're going to talk about it right now. I mentioned it on the show several times in the past. Use this website if you are unsure what you can play, and today you want to focus on, let's say, growth. So if I go, I'm about to stream today. Should I go look at Dead Cells? Maybe I should stream Dead Cells. Let's click on that. What's that going to tell me? It's going to tell me this ratio number is what you're looking for. You want this number to be higher. Basically what this is saying is right now there are 22 channels streaming Dead Cells, and there's 103 viewers in those channels. So you have the ratio is the number they come up with, where it's basically like you have a chance to grab viewers out of these channels because maybe there's a lot of viewers only consolidated on a few channels. So if that channel goes down, they might be looking for somebody else. But also people look around in that category. They want to find someone new. So that's 5. So if I go to something like, let me look at Black Ops, because I'm sure that's actually pretty high. I think that actually ends soon. I kind of wanted to play it today. I don't think I'm going to have time. There it is. 8. 1,700 channels streaming it. 13,000 viewers. The ratio is 8. So you have a little better chance to pick up some viewers playing Black Ops right now. Let's look at another game that I play called... what else do I play on this channel? Probably have some stuff just listed on here for the quick search. Yeah. Slay the Spire. Let's look at Warcraft. Go to the World of Warcraft. 6. That's actually really, really high for World of Warcraft. 1,200 channels, 7,000 viewers. But, what's that telling you? Come over here and look at the 7,000 viewers total. That's what it was, right? Let's go look at World of Warcraft again. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. 7,000, is that unique? Or is that a past time? That's really weird that it's... Oh, it's excluding top 5%. I'm sorry. Thank you. That's what it is. So you can set this to exclude or include. If I go to include, it'll rehash itself. Now there's 100,000 viewers and the ratio is 79. The reason why you don't want to... Why you want to exclude that is because you're not going to load up and take viewers away from SCO. That's never going to happen. Ever. So this is giving you, outside of the top 5 channels in your directory, what do you got? That's this. Ratio 6. Decent. So if you're ever about to fire up a stream, you're thinking, I'm thinking a couple, 2, 3 different games. Let me go check Twitch Strike. See what it says about if I'm really concerned with growth. Sometimes you fire up the stream, I'm just having fun today. I'm just going around killing people. I'm playing World of Warcraft. I'm playing PUBG, which are super saturated directories. You can come here, type in a couple of different games, and go, okay, well, I don't mind playing one of these 3 games. I feel good about each of these. This one has a 17 ratio, so I have a chance to get good growth out of it, and I don't mind playing this. Let's go do that one. It's a good tool. TwitchStrike.com. There are other sites that do similar things. That's the one I have been kind of with. You can do a little compare here. It's really tough to compare streamers together because if you look here, this auto compares someone based on the game that Meth has played. So you got compared to 2 other people who, I mean, what is this? Channel viewers? Yeah, 3,000. That's not really a comparison. So you can see Meth is like way down here. 11 versus 206. Compared to is a little ridiculous. You can add in names if you want, and it'll tell you some different statistics based on maybe people in your community or something like that. You can, if you know someone's a Dead by Daylight streamer, you can go put them in. That's 7 days. If we go to 30 days, it'll be different. But it's not good to be. Don't use the auto built-in compare tool because they'll compare you to partners. And it's like, what, 5,000 average? What? That's not a comparison. You know, it's ridiculous. No, I don't want that. I don't. What is the long term? Average monthly viewers, followers gained over the years or months. It's a good graph. It's a way to look at your growth over a long period of time. And by the way, all this can be output to CSV, and you can put it in Excel. Check out all this stuff on that way. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, if you go to your streams and go to like 365 days, so you look at the last year. Then you go to Excel and push out the CSV. You can put it in your own Excel sheet. You can make macros and different sort of builds of it. By the way, if I were to go to here, you'll notice it says game channel or community. If I type in the bar, I did this the other day and it didn't. Oh, I know. You have to filter it for just communities. Yeah. So. Last 30 days bar viewership. You can check this out here. It's pretty interesting. So you can look at everyone that's streaming to the bar. You'll notice that my name's not on here. We realize that's because the order of the communities is what gets tracked by Selling Gnome. It will only track the first community on your page. And I actually need to check mine real quick because I reordered mine before the stream. It should be bar first, which is what I want it to be. Good. Yeah, I had to eliminate the other 2. So it will only track the very first one. I don't know why it does that. Maybe there's some limit, but that's fine. So you could see here the number of... It'll give you some kind of relative idea of where you are at the community. This community is not a competition between itself for, you know, who can get the most viewers in this community. That's not how this works. But I will say this. If you're a part of the community... and you want to, if you're invested in the community, you want to help build the community up and see where we can push it forward, it's super helpful for me if you are streaming to the community as the first one. If you can get it ordered to where it's the first one, I eliminated the rest of mine because I want to get the statistics put in here until communities goes away in like 2 weeks. But I want it on there anyways. It's super duper helpful for me and for the group if we can get names on here, because then I can use that as statistical baseline when I go out and talk to different businesses, which is, I'm in the process of this all the time. This is super helpful, and it's a really quick way to be like, here's our stuff. Like, you don't know who we are? Here you go. And it gives you a lot of stuff. You say, watch time. Bam. How many total hours do we have watched? The bar has 20,000 total hours watched in the last 30 days. You know, something like that. It's a really quick hitter statistic that we can use. So if you're a part of the community, want to help at all, this is a good way to do it. Sorry, I'm missing chat. I'm good. Getting up to surprise pop into work. Is it not a work day? Yeah, my times are wonky because I don't have a designated stream time. I understand that. Is it important to look at the difference when you include versus exclude the top 5%? Hopefully you caught that part, Rogu. I'm sorry, I missed the chat for a little bit there. RIP communities, interesting. Yours only has the bar. Didn't know that's what Sully did for tracking. Yeah, I can't get it registered. If I go to... yeah. So look, I was not registered at all for the bar in terms of being on the Sully Gnome communities. I'm registered for Hero Squad because Hero Squad was my first one. So it's not registering me for Twitch Kittens or for the bar as long as Hero Squad's first. So basically I just eliminated both the other ones because I want all the stats to go into this bracket. Sully Gnome only takes the first one. I literally just realized that like yesterday we were talking about it. So yeah, so that's good to look at. There's another cool website that presents this information a little bit of a different way, but the only issue is that you need to be 15 current viewers to see it. I'm going to use Frumpopotamus as an example here. So Frump will be registered on here because she has a normal concurrent viewership of higher than 15. But this will give you a little more, kind of an easier to read stats than Sully Gnome. Sully Gnome is really raw. Sometimes the graphs can be off-putting, but you can really get a good view of past broadcasts and views over time. You can get a good view of games. Gives you the same type of thing. Gives you a success rating. You can see here it explains a little bit of... Oh, I clicked on this before and it explained it. That's weird. But you can get an idea of success, how your different games are doing. Same information as Sully Gnome, but this site presents it in a little easier to digest and a little more user-friendly manner, in my opinion. Twinge.tv, it will only register if you're over 15 concurrent viewers. So you may be 50 concurrent viewers today, but not yesterday. It will only register as you as streaming today. Just so that's clear. It's helpful a little bit later on when you're in a position like Ponies, Frump, Avi, PBU. These guys have over 15 pretty regularly. That it's super helpful. It's an easier way to look at the information. The rest of us, Sully Gnome until we get there. And yeah, to give you a little idea of these different graphs and stuff. It's easier. It's just another tool. Sully Gnome, same exact information, a little bit more raw. Okay, I think, and I'm sorry we kept getting distracted, Meth. I'm going to clip this for you and put it on YouTube or something so you could take a look at it if you were unable to catch the whole show. But this format will remain for the time being on Mondays. We're going to do one streamer a week, and they'll be featured on the little panel below this one. But we'll just take a look through the stats, take a look at... a lot of different game things. Take a look at the socials, take a look at the channel, watch some VODs, get a good idea. If you have any follow-up questions... Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? I asked Meth before we started the show. To start the show, I would like to know what your goals are for your channel. I'm going to read those, and we can talk about them. I missed... she's found she better be. She pays viewers in Nutella. No, not for me. I have Sunday and Monday off every week. Just reordered mine. Cool. Yeah, I tried to reorder mine too, Soph, and it still came out wrong. So you could double check it. It's really not a big deal. I'm not trying to push people to you go put the bar on your thing, but it helps, you know. Okay, so I asked Meth, what are your goals for the next 3 months, and what are your goals for the next year? Because that impacts feedback. You know what I mean? So for the next 3 months, yeah, I'm gonna read this aloud. I hope he doesn't mind. Good day, Mosh Crate. Hey, hi Esther Gaster. How you doing? Welcome to the channel. My goal for the next 3 months is to be active in chat. And also try to keep talking even if no one is talking, which is a very good thing. A lot of streamers have a big problem with that. We've talked about it in the bar several times. Streamers who are uncomfortable talking to themselves. And I give the same suggestion every time. A really good tip. And my friend Jamorian said the same thing during his stint as a Spotlight streamer. If you're not comfortable talking to yourself, if you like get embarrassed or something or whatever, that's fine. Talk about what game you're playing. So let's say I'm playing Black Ops 4. It's really, really easy to ask yourself rhetorical questions that don't necessarily have to be responded to by the chat. You could have a lot of lurkers or whatever. It can be responded to by the chat, but you can also answer it yourself. So I'm running around, I pick up a gun, I pick up the IPK or whatever. I'm like, oh, I don't remember this gun. Is this like an auto gun? What do you think the velocity on this is? Something like that, where it's sort of an open-ended question where you can answer it yourself after you fire it, or the chat can answer. They can get involved too. So that's a good way to get people involved. Also, talking to yourself is super easy when you're just describing, like, I'm going to go over here into this gas station and look and see if there's any guns in here. In Frumpopotamus case, because we've used her as an example a few times tonight, you know, how do I solve this puzzle? She does a lot of puzzle games. What weirdo person will I have to talk to in Nancy Drew to get the right answer? Something like that. Those are all good. Just talk about the game, basically. You don't have to just, sit here and say, what'd you guys do this weekend? And then let it be silence. That's fine if that's your thing. But that also, it's a little bit off-putting to a viewer who's like, I don't really feel like talking, but I heard them say that. So now do I feel like I'm pushed to contribute? It might be a turnoff for a lot of people. So it's keep the chat focused. Keep your sort of, when you're just trying to fill dead air, basically is talking about stuff. Keep it focused on the game. Talk about what you did today. It doesn't have to be including, you don't have to be waiting for responses from chat, but you could just be generally talking open-ended questions that would entice people to chat. This is going to sound stupid, but one way to practice talking to yourself is to do it on your commute. Assuming you've got a 30-minute drive to work, there's an hour a day you can practice narrating the world around you. That's kind of hard seeing as I don't go out. Hey, look, I'm trapped in the basement, so I understand that. But yeah, that's a good suggestion, PBU. There's, everyone does it. You know that thing where like you're in the shower, everyone does this. You're in the shower, whatever, soaping up, and you're thinking, man, when that lady looked at me at Target today, I should have said, what are you looking at? You come up with some weird scenario in your head of something you should have done differently. My boss said this. It would be funny if I said this back to them. Every person in the world does that. You could do that sort of thing to get yourself more used to it. It's this similar style of just sort of, you're narrating out loud what's happening in your brain, basically. But to keep going, so that's the keep talking, and even if no one is talking, that's a really good tool to sort of keep them involved. And also think about it like this: you're trying to attract new viewers to your channel, right? If I were to just walk in to someone's channel and they're just sitting there silently looking at the screen, that's a little off-putting, maybe to me. I mean, maybe not personally to me, but other people come in and just sitting there like, that's not interactive. But if people come in and it's like you're in the middle of a talk, a middle of a conversation, then they're like, oh, what are they talking about? I need to listen in and catch up. It's just sort of some natural human instinct to be a part of the conversation at that time. So always helpful to keep talking like that. No, make your camera 90% of the screen. People love that in IRL. Well, let me be clear. I love that on this channel. I wouldn't mind looking at myself all day on the big screen. Okay. I also want to go to visit other people's streams instead of the same ones every time. Really good idea, Meth. So that goes to some of our talk about, we've talked in the past about raiding and hosting and how you should have a split where about a third of the time that you raid, it should be to your circle. And then maybe a third of the time outside of that should be maybe for a larger community you're part of, maybe the bar, maybe Hell's Army, maybe Twitch Kittens, whatever type of group you're involved in. And then maybe a third outside of that, and probably it should be more, it should be like maybe 50% of the time, should probably be in your directory. Why? Because when you go raid someone's channel you've never seen, all of a sudden now that person knows your name. Now the chat knows your name. So it's all about expanding those circles of influence that we talked about before. It's like, here's Hero Squad. Here's the bar that's a little bit overlapped with that. Here's Twitch Kittens, which maybe incorporates some other portion of this. Now, outside of that, we have these other communities that maybe you've never been to. We have guys that are streaming the same game. Let's say you're streaming Dead Cells. Go look through the Dead Cells community. Who's this guy? Never seen this guy before. Go pop into his channel. He's part of 3-4 other communities you never heard of. Raid him. Say hello to him. Hang out in his chat a little bit. Now you have his viewers interested. Know your name. Maybe they come follow you. Maybe he shouts you out on the channel. I'm not saying it like go do something nice for someone else and they'll give you something back. That's not how I'm couching this. I don't believe in that. I'm way more in the altruistic side of things. Just do something to be nice because it's nice, But if you're thinking about growth, it's raiding the same people over and over again, hosting the same people over and over again. There's no growth in that. Because I love supporting my people, my friends. Love it. I have raided ponies probably more times than I've ever raided anybody. But every time I do, I can only possibly be adding some percentage of new people in his channel. It won't be my whole viewership because we overlap viewers. So think about it a little bit like that at times too. If you want to help your fellow people, maybe it's even better to go pick up some new people, some people that are outside of that sphere of influence. Get them as regulars. Then maybe we go raid later on at a different time. You go raid a friend, push them into their channel. Now they also have new viewers. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably wording it wrong. We've talked about it before on this show, but it's a good idea. And I believe PBU and I were talked about it a long time ago. This concept of expanding the rating sphere of influence. And thank you so much for the follow, Aster. When it comes to rating, what are your thoughts on time zones as a factor into it? When it comes to random people in the directories, I mean, game directories are a good way. So, yeah, time zones are tough. You need to kind of be a little bit aware on when they're going to be ending or starting. So when I raid at the end of the show, it's usually people who are picking up the afternoon stream, which will go until like 8. So what you don't want to do is just dump someone off who's going to be leaving. And I've done it a few times before where you'll raid into someone, end up on someone else's channel because they were also raiding someone else. So it's like you double raided into another channel. But yeah, time zones are a thing. I think it's interesting to watch other, for me, it's interesting to watch other accents and other cultures and things. I used to be a big follower of Wildstar streamer that streamed with me. What the hell is her name? Oh God, I'm hungry. But I loved her accent. She lived in Canberra, Australia. So it was really interesting to hear that. And thank you so much for the host, SB. So yeah, time zones are an issue, but as long as you're not ending a stream, I think you're okay. To end this, the goals chat. Lastly, be more consistent. I have noticed I have been late to streams a lot and also canceled. I want to find that middle ground, increase the viewer base. Yeah. So it's funny that Meth wrote this last night. I just took a look at his stats today, and I noticed that he's starting right around the same time, but there's a little bit of variance on the start time. He mentions it right there. The most important thing is that you know your weaknesses of your channel. Don't be delusional to everything you do is right. Take me, for example. How many times have I changed this channel? Added new shit, added new assets, changed the format, added new segments. I am never happy with my channel. So it's good. You don't have to be displeased with your channel, but know what you need to improve on. Know what your, some of your weaknesses are. So, number one, so if someone's trying to give you constructive feedback, it's not some kind of weird, what? Oh my God, I've been on time every stream. Well, you haven't, so it's good to be honest with yourself. But also, you should be watching your VODs and understanding your cadence of streams. So that's awesome to see that as a goal of his. I think of raids as a way to introduce your audience to a friend. If you keep introducing the same friends, it's really not an introduction anymore. Yeah, exactly. I totally agree, PBU. Game directory communities are in my go-to if it's not a friend. Yeah, normally my very first go-to when I'm raiding will be communities. I'll go to mine and the bars immediately, and then we'll look into Twitch Kittens, and then we'll go to some other places. But I won't be raiding the same person every day. It'll be like a week spin around before I come back, and that's like PBU said, you're just introducing the same people to the same streamer all the time. It's not helping anyone. And oftentimes, the person you're pushing in there may not have wanted to watch that person. They're friends with that person. They've seen him before. Maybe they're just taking a break from that person or something. Why do I hear some static? Oh. Sorry, 1 second. Okay, town hall meeting invite. Okay, so the last, and that was, by the way, his goals for the next 3 months, and I think those are all very achievable goals. They're great goals, and you can monitor those. We can review in 30 days or in 90 days and say you are way better at talking when no one's talking and keeping the conversation flowing without repeating yourself over and over again. We can see easily when he says he wants to be on time for the streams, not be so late. You can easily see that start times on Sully Gnome. You can see that kind of information. So those are good, monitorable. Hey, Math, we're just finishing up your stuff. I was just talking about your goals, bud. Those are really good goals, and they're easily monitored. What are they called? Quantitative goals. So great goals for the 3 months. Long term, work on networking, communications, people. Yep, got you. So yeah, long-term networking is the way to grow your channel. That's just how it is. Coming to different channels that you want to check out, rating other people, supporting them on Twitter. We talked a lot about Twitter earlier. all these things add up to what is the dirty word of networking, which is, it's almost like a meta thing now, because everyone is, I don't believe networking is networking. I think of it as just making friends. Everyone says that. Yeah, that's it. But I mean, networking is still the term used. it's like networking was originally a buzzword. Then it got this sort of disdained look from everyone widespread. And now it's almost like a hipstery approach to the word networking. Is really strange. Anyways, so yeah. No, those are good long-term goals. I would say that if you want to have, I would actually add in a quantitative long-term goal. Something you could say, in 6 months, in 1 year, I want 2,000 followers. In 6 months or a year, I want my partnership application to be submitted. Those may not be goals that you're interested in. Those may not be achievable goals for whatever various number of reasons, schedule, or you got things coming up, whatever. But I like to see a goal on there which you can say, I hit this mark. I did not hit this mark. I will do these things to get back to that mark. Having a clearly defined quantitative goal can be super helpful, as you'll know exactly what you're driving to. I want to be at 50 concurrent viewers by October 1st. Something like that. For 30 days average. Something like that. I think is a really good goal, because then you can drive yourself like, oh, I know I got that goal coming up. Here's my deadline. I gotta look into my statistics. I gotta look in. Let me see, which game was it that gave me the 60 concurrent views? Let me try that game today. Maybe that's gonna get my numbers up a little bit. But I also like qualitative goals. So I like both. But I would say throw in a goal that is, you can hit the mark or miss the mark exactly. Because it's tough to say, I missed the mark on increasing my networking sphere of influence. It's a little bit tough to say that. You can monitor it by like a little bit by Twitter, retweet, whatever that statistics on Twitter are a little bit. But I think it's easier if you just have a target as one of them. The rest of them can be qualitative, and you can kind of flex on those. But I would have definitely a target to shoot at, like a bullseye. That's the one you want. Yeah, I have the other end of goals, the kind you can't easily quantify. People introduced to pinball isn't on the dashboard. Exactly. Yeah. And I know that's been your goal for a long time, PBU, is you just want, and you've said since I first met you, was my whole goal for stream was just to get people excited about pinball and want to go out and play pinball. And by the way, that was success with me, since I really like pinball. And I like to go play it now, and I know the spots to go play the pinball games I like. So you could check that one off as success, PBU. I think that kind of concludes our Mosh's Live for today. If you have any questions, you can feel free to send me a DM. You can go to the Discord, you can go to the Twitter and send me a message there. You can DM me here. You can post it in chat for the rest of the show. That'd be fine with me too. I am happy to talk about Twitch theory and operations at pretty much any time of the day that I'm live, or any time that I'm not live and laying in bed looking through my social media feed. I want to play a game for the rest of the stream. The stream may cut about 2 today. We'll see what time. It depends. We always kind of let the ending time flow. Let me shout out the communities one more time. Obviously, the Hero Squad community is great for this channel if you want to see updates. Specifically in the Hero Squad Discord, we talk a lot about tech. If you know my channel, I'm a big fan of different technology for streams. Be here on Wednesday, by the way. A lot of changes. You may have noticed a new camera on the Be Right Back screen. You may have noticed a new camera on the Starting Soon screen. There's a lot of new stuff for the tech show on Wednesday. But I talk a lot about it in real time on the Discord and do some other things like getting together who wants to be on the show and things like that. So you're welcome to join that. The Bar is a great community started by myself and a few other people. Frump, Abby, Ponies, PBU. A lot of the people you see names in this chat are a part of it. It is a streamer-only channel, and you need to be at least Twitch affiliate to be in there. But it's just a community where we just sort of wanted to cut sort of the fat out of the stream community chats. You know what I mean? Get right to the connection making and the, making good friends and coming up with Twitch conversations and things sort of revolve around streaming. Great community. You are welcome to click on that link and go there. Hopefully that link works. 1 second. Yep. I'm going to take a quick 5 maybe 7. Come back, and I'm going to try and play Call of Duty if it's active. Try. I'll be back shortly. Thank you for hanging out. I will see you in just a few minutes.
Yeah, I'd rather be a lover than a fighter. Cause all my life I've been fighting. Never felt a feeling of comfort. All this time I've been hiding. And I never had someone to come on. Oh, nah, I'm so used to shit. Love only left me alone. But I'm at one with the silence. I found peace in your vibes. Can't show me there's no point in trying. I'm at one, and I've been quiet for too long. I found peace in your vibes. Can't show me there's no point in trying. I'm at one, and I've been silent for too long. Quiet for too long. I've been quiet for too long. I found peace in your vibes. Can't show me there's no point in trying. I'm at one, and I've been quiet for too long. I'm in need of a savior, but I'm not asking for favors. My whole life I feel like a burden. I think too much and I hate it. I'm so used to being in the wrong. I'm tired of caring. Loving never gave me a home. So I sit here in the silence.